Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bolt Report for another episode of Thunderstruck. My name is Michael Axe, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host Jake Ricker. Today, we are joined with another very special guest. Our guest was drafted 195th overall in the 2024 NHL entry draft by your Tampa Bay Lightning. Last year, with the Muskegon Lumberjacks of the United States Hockey League, he put up 31 goals and 60 points in just 50 games and is currently a freshman at Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joe Connor. Joe, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I can't. Super excited.
Absolutely. So, as we do with all of our guests, we want to start things off with the NHL draft. What do you remember about your draft day?
Yeah, so I was just at my house. I had a few buddies over, and I was I was in contact with Tampa a good amount, so I was obviously watching the draft, and it was like coming towards the seventh round. I knew they had a few picks coming up, and all of a sudden I heard my phone ring, and I was like, "No way! Like this is unbelievable!" The whole room erupted, and like I saw my name on the screen. It was just like a great experience.
So throughout the process, I know you talked with Tampa a decent amount. Who was the first one to really approach you and reach out to you during the draft process from the organization?
John Bukarat, I think his name was. I think if I said that right.
Do you know his title or what he was?
Nah, he was one of the scouts early on.
I gotcha.
Well, Joe, you get to do Lightning Development Camp in 2024. What was kind of like that experience for you? Was there anybody that you kind of bonded with, and when you first got there for your first year?
So as soon as I got there, like I knew a few guys from New Hampshire that have been drafted by Tampa, so I knew them a little bit. But then, as soon as I met my roommate, Caden Pitter, like we kind of connected, and we were together for most of the time, and made pretty close friends with him.
You talk about the guys that you knew from New Hampshire going on the ice with them. Is there that built-in chemistry at all when you're with them?
I mean, for sure, a little bit. I've known them forever. I've skated with them both, so it's pretty cool to skate with them again at a different level.
So going from your summer, going through development camp, getting to know the Lightning organization, you had Northeastern on your mind as well coming into this freshman year with them. What made Northeastern the perfect choice for you?
Just Coach Keefe, probably like the main reason for me. Then the campus and the city. Then obviously the Beanpot is one of the biggest things for me. That's just a dream for me.
I went to college in Boston, so I know exactly what you're talking about with the Beanpot. Yeah.
It's a special thing to do and get to play in. For those who haven't gotten to see you get to play, how would you kind of describe your play style?
I would say I'm a grinder that can both make plays but can also finish. That's I would say what I can do best.
Where do you think that came from, that mentality of trying to grind out chips?
I always watched like NHL games. I was always watching the guys that stood out to me were like the guys that got in there, like messed around with guys, got under skin, and just could score goals and make plays. So I was always taking after those guys.
So, is there anybody specifically that you kind of looked up to, like especially on the Lightning now that you've joined their organization?
Yeah, one is Brandon Hagel, and he's doing really well right now. So
we love us some Brandon Hagel.
Absolutely. So 5 games so far for you as of this recording. You have your first collegiate point. What do you remember about that assist on the 2-on-1 with Cam Lund?
I mean, it was a really special moment for me. Like sold out rink at Denver, like second college hockey game. It was just crazy. And he got the puck. He fed it to me. Like everyone was like shocked I didn't.
Uh-oh. Joe, come back.
No.
There we lost you there for a second.
Cut out. Sorry.
So if you wouldn't mind, just do you want me to repeat the question or?
No, I got it. Yeah, I was like,
cool.
special moment for me. Like we're at Denver, sold out crowd. He slides it over to me. Everyone was shocked I didn't shoot. Like I had a wide open net, I guess. So I just slid it right back because why wouldn't I? It's Cameron. Like he doesn't miss.
You get the goal, you get your first collegiate point. You also have a lot of time on the penalty kill. You do a lot of penalty killing for your team. What do you look for on another team's power play when you're trying to figure out how to best get the penalty kill out there and kill off that penalty?
Just quick maneuvers, like being fast with it, being the best you can, being strong, being quick, being ready, on your toes.
And then as far as, penalty killing, moving it into the offensive zone, a couple of, goals, couple of points last year. How does the defensive responsibility and the offensive sort of wanting to score, how did those mesh together when you're down a man?
I think it just works together for me because I'm like one of those guys that's like trying to like always look for offense, and one mistake and there's probably you get an odd man rush on like a killer, and it's like here we go. And if you get a goal there, like the momentum you gain is just unbelievable.
Got a nice long season ahead of you coming up here. What is one game you might have circled on your calendar for this year?
Probably the at BC. Going into that barn, playing there for my first time.
They, I like to joke that they're not even in Boston, so you get to go outside. You get to go outside of Boston for that one. They're a great arena, a great team. Bringing it back to the games that you've already played, you had mentioned going into Denver, first collegiate point as well. That 2-game series with Denver, the reigning national champs. Playing at that altitude, what does that do for you, and how do you get ready for something like that?
Yeah, so we have a great strength coach here. He was getting us ready like 2 weeks prior, doing a bunch of different breathing and stretching exercises to get us ready to see if we like help us out. And once we got out there, I honestly, it wasn't like too bad of a difference. I didn't really notice it.
Was there anything in particular that he sort of maybe coached up over those 2 weeks that, every day you'd be like, not this again?
I mean, like, it was the breathing exercise. Like, some of the guys would be like coughing after, and like, but in the end, I think it definitely helped out. Like, we were doing them for so long, it's definitely helped out.
Walk me through that a little bit. So breathing exercises, is that to try and get your endurance up so when you're out there on those long shifts and you're really tired that you can try and get that extra little push there?
Yeah, I think so. Like one of them I can explain. Like we'd be going down into like push-up formation, like 1, 2, and hold your breath for as long as you like possibly could until like you possibly can. Then once you're done, like you push up and you start it all over. Just do it 5 times, and you literally.
How long were you able to go?
25, 30 seconds. Like
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'm like, oh, yeah, it's tough.
Is what throughout the season, maybe not so much in terms of building up endurance in that way going into altitude, but what exercises are you, or practice habits are you looking for going towards the rest of the season for helping out your strength, your speed, your skill?
We're always like we're in the gym 3-4 times a week. We're always working on like we do a lot of legs, like deadlift at least once a week, usually a lot of pull-ups. It's just a lot of like strength, containing, building. It's really good. I think our Coach Boothby, he's just unbelievable. Probably like one of the best strength coaches in college hockey, I'd say.
I want to get back to kind of your personality here, and for fans who are trying to get to know you specifically, with this kind of upcoming season, in as you work your way up to the potential NHL level, what are some of your goals to try and improve on your game?
My skating, just get faster and get bigger and stronger. Those are my 2 biggest goals I have.
We talk to a lot of guys in the Lightning organization. Skating is the big thing that comes up with them. You know, I know it was only a few days in that development camp, but what were you able to maybe surmise from whether it was the coaches or the second year guys as far as what they were able to do with their skating?
Is like the skating coaches and skills coaches are just fantastic. We were on the ice for 2-3 hours a day, like splitting up time with half time, no pucks. You're just skating up and down the ice with the skating coaches, and you're like other half you're just doing all skills work with JP. It's just awesome. The people they have are great, I think.
All right, Joe, one of the things we do with all of our guests is what we call the Bolt Reports Lightning Minute. So I got a couple of rapid fire questions for you. They're just fun, easy ones to try to get to know you a little bit more. I'm going to get a minute on the clock here as I reach for my phone. And then I'll start the timer once the first question ends, and then you just go and say whatever comes to your mind. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, let's get ready to go.
Do we have a leader for that, Jake? I know we've talked about that in the past. What score is Joe trying to beat?
I believe the most questions that we had answered was 12. I think it was Jason Shagabe, who he's the current leader. So the goal is to see if you can beat that. All right, I've got the timer set up here. I got my questions ready to go. Let's get it started. All right, first question: your favorite hockey player?
Matthew Tkachuk.
Go-to goal celebration?
Down on one knee, just had like a little
Favorite pregame meal?
chicken and rice.
Favorite hockey game that you've ever watched?
Winter Classic in Fenway.
Favorite Lightning jersey?
The black one, the new one, the black one. Unreal.
Favorite activity outside of hockey?
Golfing.
Favorite song to listen to?
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof. Favorite movie?
Probably Miracle.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
If you could meet one celebrity, who would it be?
Oh. Tiger Woods.
And that is time. All right. Well, I want to follow up quickly, Joe. I think I got to tally up the questions there because you actually got ahead of the questions that I had listed. I think you might be our new record holder right there. Quickly, I want to ask about the golf, though. Have you ever hit a hole-in-one before?
I have not. I'm still waiting for the day.
Not yet. Have you gotten close yet, though?
I've been like 3-4 feet. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Okay, nice. That's fun.
You talk about the Winter Classic in Fenway. Was that something you attended in person?
Yeah, it was way back. I think I was young.
How cold was it?
Freezing. Absolutely freezing.
Well, Jake, unless you got anything else, I think we're good to go.
No, but I can say, Joe, you answered 12 questions, which ties the record for the most answered. So, Joe, thanks so much for coming on. It's been a blast, and we look forward to seeing you throughout your career here with Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, awesome. Can't wait. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. That'll do it for us in this one. Huge thanks to Joe Connor for coming on the show. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that bell so you don't miss out on future videos and notifications just like this one. We'll talk to you in the next one, and go Bolts.